Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Psychology Point. In this video of mine, I will be posting the topic Freudian Psychology as part of chapter 2, class 12th CBSE Psychology. So let's start and discuss the important topic of your syllabus. Okay, so let's start. You can see the notes also I had prepared for this topic, as it is the main topic for your examination point of view. You can very well present these notes in your notebooks. See, Freudian approach to personality, or it is also known as psychodynamic approach to personality. Okay, and later on his therapy is known as psychoanalytical therapy. Freud, if we go into personal details of Freud, he was a physician who developed this theory in course of his clinical practice. He was working with the patient in his clinic. He was a doctor, physician, and in course of his dealing with the clients, with the patient, he has developed this theory. Now we need to discuss, as per your syllabus, the methods which he used to treat emotional and physical problems. The two methods which the Freud was using for treating his patients were first hypnosis. It is a mental state like sleep in which a person's thoughts can be influenced by someone else. Okay, you must have seen hypnosis. You can understand. Just imagine a person sitting and moving something around your eyes and taking you in a deep sleep. But this technique should not be practiced by untrained person, otherwise it is very dangerous. Okay. So anyhow, in this you just need to understand what is hypnosis and who has used this hypnosis. Okay. And next method which he has used is called free association method. A method in which a person is asked to share all the thoughts, feelings and ideas that come to his mind. This method in my practical classes I had been using. Okay, whenever we start a topic, then we just write that word over there and you have to select, means you have to tell the word which comes in your mind the first. So that is pre-association, and here in this method the Freud is using so that he can get connected with the thoughts of his client. Then the other method which he used was dream analysis also, and this much is sufficient for this topic. Now we will take up the next point in your book. The next topic in your syllabus is Freud's view of human mind. You can make a flowchart like this, as you can see in my notes. You can take the screenshot. Okay, see, Freud visualizes mind in terms of three levels of consciousness. First is conscious level, then pre-conscious, and next is unconscious. Now see, conscious means something of which we are aware of. Like right now I am teaching, I am aware of it. Okay, I am preparing the video to be posted on YouTube. It is in my consciousness right now. Pre-consciousness includes thoughts of which we might become aware if we attend to it closely. That is, pre-conscious include the things which I want to remember. Like if I want to remember what did I took in the breakfast yesterday. So if I really want to know, then means I can with little effort will be able to bring the things into my consciousness. So whatever the things are in the pre-consciousness, a person can bring it into consciousness with little effort. Then unconsciousness, children, it includes those things which we are not aware of, which we have repressed, maybe because they are not acceptable in the society, so we had repressed it. Okay, see, it is the reservoir. Unconsciousness is something main which is dealt by Freud. He has talked about this, that is guiding our behavior. This whatever is in our unconsciousness, and the the area of unconsciousness or in the mind is also the most, and he is telling us that it is the reservoir or the storehouse of instinctive and animal desires or drives. Okay, that is our repressed desires. In the unconsciousness, what is there? Our repressed desires. Supposingly, at this stage of your adolescence, or even at any stage, some of the sexual urges which we have cannot be satisfied. Now he is telling us, he is talking about the animal drive. Here he is talking about the libido. Libido, I'll come to it when I discuss it, ego and superego. That is based on the sexual energy. So now this, we repress it, and somewhere or the other, this is the cause of the conflicts and the problems which we face in the later life. Now, according to Freud, whatever creates psychological conflict in us, whatever, see, if my mind is telling me, my ego and superego, when I connect it with this, then you will understand little better. It is something. Okay, let me show you the notes for this, then we'll start with ego and superego also. Just now let's finish this much. According to Freud, whatever creates psychological conflict in us, we try to repress it, and these conflicts basically arises from our sexual desires. Okay, now let's turn this page and you will be finding here I have discussed about the structure of the personality according to Freud. But before that, one point more, you see, through psychoanalytic therapy, this material can be brought into consciousness. In psychoanalytic therapy, what is Freud going to use? Only those methods which I discussed with you in the starting part: hypnosis, dream analysis, pre-association he will use, and then he is able to bring back the material which is in our unconsciousness to the consciousness, and will help us to try to resolve the conflicts or the problems which we are facing in the life, okay, the present life which we are facing. Then now next topic in your syllabus is structure of personality. According to Freud, the personality structure of personality consists of id, ego and superego. See children, these are not the real structures which you can see. Just like mind is not a real thing which we can see. Brain is there, we can see. Okay, but mind we cannot see. It has no location. Same way, these structures are not the real structure. First thing that should be clear in your mind. Now, how he has described this structure, see, all of us have this in our personality. Like we have a childlike content in our personality. We all are dil to bachcha hai, isn't it? So that things are covered under id. Okay, it is the source of instinctual energy. Instinctual he talks about, that is the energy which is included, like sexual plus aggressive energy. That term which he is giving is libido, which I was talking just now. And this id, it works on the pleasure principle. It wants to gratify the whatever desires we have immediately. For example, just now you are sitting in the class and you want to eat an ice cream, so the id of your personality will guide you to take the irrespective of your class, you take the ice cream. You don't mind even if you have to just go out and take it. This is what it is guiding you. Whereas your ego will be guiding you about the reality. Reality is that you are in the class. Okay, and this type of behavior is going to give you certain punishment and other aspects would be coming in superego also. Moral aspects will be covered by superego. That is, superego is the moral commander of our personality. So now ego, if we discuss, it is based on reality principle. It is telling you that right now you are in the class and you cannot take the ice cream, otherwise you will be getting some or the other sort of punishment. Then superego, it is a moral commander of the personality. Now this is going to guide you that this is not the correct way. Okay, I should, now ego is going to direct you that okay, let the class be finished and then I will go out and take the ice cream. Okay, and superego is going to guide you that this is not correct, that ethically it is not correct, that when we are in the class and we should take the ice cream. Okay, now all these, this id, ego, superego, first thing I told you, they are not real structures, and then they reside in our unconsciousness. Okay, and they can be inferred from the people's behavior. How will you be able to infer? See, if we talk about Freud has used so many things, like we say we forgot the things. Okay, so he is saying that it is not the that we forget it like that. We forget because something we had repressed it. Okay, or tongue twist. Sometimes our tongue slips and we speak something wrong. Or now these things, if a person is doing, if it is happening with the person, then there is something which he has repressed inside him. So can be inferred from the people's behavior. These are all the forces which lies in the unconsciousness, and they can be inferred from the people's behavior. People's behavior also, example I had just now given you, that like our tongue slips, or we tend to say that we forget, or we tend to make mistakes or something, that can be seen. Then see, all these forces are present in all of us. In some individual id is stronger, in other individual maybe ego is stronger, and in other superego is stronger. But all these aspects are present in the individual. Okay, so now we turn over to the next topic, that is ego defense mechanism. See, Freud is telling us that there are some ways by which an individual reduces the anxiety, okay, by distorting the reality. Very real life example if I give you, then you will follow what are these ego defense mechanism. Many times we make excuses, isn't it? When in the class, if child has not done the homework, then he will stand up with lots of excuses. Now here he has not done his homework, he needs to satisfy his ego in front of his peers as well as in front of the teacher. Okay, so he will be using some ego defenses, okay, to reduce his own anxiety, to defend himself. He is going to use these ego defense mechanism. Now here Freud has discussed, as per your NCERT syllabus, different ego defense mechanism. The first is repression. In this, the anxiety provoking thoughts are totally dismissed by the unconsciousness. Okay, whatever is creating anxiety in you, that you totally, you just tend to forget. Okay, you will not accept it. That is, you had, dismissed by your unconsciousness. So, for example, a person says, I don't know why I did that. That means there is something he has repressed. something in his unconsciousness. Okay. Then projection. In this, the people attribute their own traits to another. To it is like, if we are simple, we are finding that the whole world is simple. Projection, you understand? Okay, a person with these strong aggressive tendencies may see other persons as acting as aggressive, means treating himself also aggressively. Okay, then in case if we talk about denial, then in this a person totally refuses to accept the reality. Okay, means if like in this cases of corona, you would have been finding that it was very upsetting physically as well as emotionally for the individual when they were kept separately. So anyone who was suffering from corona would not would means there were some people, I'm not saying all, but there were some people who will not accept that they are suffering from corona due to this reality. So this is the denial, that is, in this a person totally refuses to accept the reality. Example, a person suffering from COVID-19 may altogether deny his illness. Okay. Now, next point which we can take up is there are two defense mechanisms which are left, which I am covering in this video, and rest of the Freudian psychology I will be covering in my next video. See, reaction formation. What happens in this? In this, a person defends against anxiety by adopting behaviors that are opposite to his true feelings. Okay, like for example, a person got somewhere, a person with strong sexual urges is channelizing his energy into religious, he has become a baba and all. Okay, so he has changed, he has he defended against the anxiety by adopting the behavior that was just opposite to what was his true feelings. Okay, please children, for defense mechanism I had posted one video in which uh, I had discussed the objectives on defense mechanism as well as other topics related to chapter 2. Otherwise, I'll be posting it very fast. And apart from this, whatever chapters are there, whatever videos are available on my channel for chapter 2, I'll be posting the link in the description of this video. So you can watch it and you can clear your concepts. Next is rationalization. In this, a person tries to make unreasonable feelings or behavior seem reasonable. Okay, like anything which is unreasonable and you're not able to, now you will try to make it reasonable. Okay, a person, for example, when a student buys a set of new pens after doing poorly in an examination, now he will try to rationalize his behavior by asserting that I will do much better with these pens now. Okay, I'd failed, now failure, it's very difficult to accept the failure. Now he will be rationalizing his behavior by asserting this, I will be doing better with these pens. Okay, so that's all for today, and I hope